I did hit go live.
Yeah, we are live.
5
Live, lively, and very grateful to be alive.
Very. Oh, speaking of very grateful for being alive, one of the things that we learn in Judaism in waking up, not that I was raised this way because I was not raised religiously, but then both my brothers became religious. And so this became a little more of, like being around religious people or sending the kids to religious camp or whatever. And so they get that there's this song, and I love there's a Texan version, which is hysterical on YouTube. I used to play it for the kids when they were little, but I'm grateful for being given the chance to be alive. That you returned my soul to me so that I can experience another day. And to me and the idea is to say before you even get out of bed. So I love the simplicity, whether you're religious or not, whether you do this or not, whether you're even Jewish or not, who cares? But you begin with thank you as the primary mode, really, of being in the world.
Exactly. And it's even more like, if you think about it, gratitude for having a chance of being alive means how much more can we create in the world? How much more can we contribute to people, to the planet, to other bodies, to the universe, and experiencing each day. So when we are in that mode before we even get up, I love what you said about that song, but it's more than a song. So what is
it's a movement, it's a way of being. It is a way of being. And that willingness to, like, I can't remember where I saw it. Must have been on YouTube, my new encyclopedia, right? But many years ago, I saw this beautiful TED Talk about this guy, Louis Schwarzenberger, I can't remember his name, this photographer that did slow, like really super, he did a long, I don't remember the name for it, but this photography of plants and how they open and how they blossom. So what you see in a few minutes on film is actually taking days, that he had left his camera out to show the sky or to show the flowers opening and blossoming and this beauty that's coming up all around us that we tend to take for granted, we tend to just assume it's always there. And yet when you see it like that, and he had a brother, David, I'm going to have to find that video and I'm going to put it in the Being You Without Hiding group.
Absolutely, because that's what life is all about. Because a lot of times we concentrate on our problems, on judgments, on thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and totally ignore that opportunity that life gives us. The opportunity, the possibility that comes with being alive, being contribution, being joyful, being grateful. And instead, we're just in constant judgment. And I love the video we did with Lale earlier in 31 days
judgment-free zone.
It's totally about being grateful. When we are grateful, we cannot judge.
Yeah.
When we are grateful, there is no problems. Well, the problems might be there, but they are.
You don't see them in the same way, Yeah. Like when we repeat the mantra of access, and by the way, sorry, I don't think we introduced ourselves. Rachel Silber and Helen Gitlevich, and we're both access consciousness facilitators. And down below, you can see the websites for accessconsciousness.com and theclearingstatement.com. And and Lale also is an access facilitator in the 31 days judgment-free zone. And the thing is, the mantra of access, The basic thing that we're taught to experience in life, to invite to everything, is all of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. That's not rejecting anything. That's not denying anything. That's not judging anything to be a problem. If everything can come with ease and joy and glory, that in itself is a gratefulness for us and gratefulness for the universe having our back, even though it's not in the words thank you. In this, it is a living, breathing thank you.
Because a lot of times, what I found with some people, even when they say thank you, they're not grateful. That thank you is almost like fuck you.
Valid. I've seen it. I've been it.
I've seen it too. And it's about actually being the energy. And you said you don't have to say thank you. Just being that energy of gratefulness. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. Or how does it get any better than that? What else is possible? All of those are energies of being grateful.
Yeah. And you know what's really interesting too, in those energies of being grateful, it's still really wonderful to thank someone and to see the change in their world when they receive that gratitude. And not only that, like, how often do we not receive the gratitude that someone may have for us? Like, I'm so phenomenally grateful for you, Helen. And it is so easy for me to say thank you to you for being my friend, for having my back, for through thick and thin in so many different ways. And when you express your gratitude to me, sometimes I'm cool with it. And sometimes I'm like, oh my God, if she only knew the shithead I really am. You know?
Yeah. And the same thing here. It kind of goes both ways. I'm so grateful for you. And like I can say it because it is what's true. And then receiving it sometimes it's like, yeah, if you only knew.
Yeah.
And how much of that is the programming and underlying implants and distraction and stuff that's not the truth of us.
Yeah.
So how much of that can we melt just by being grateful? And not just for other people, but for ourselves, for our bodies.
Yeah.
And today we're like in about 15 minutes, we're going on another call where we'll be as symphony dance practitioners, you and me and Lale and a lot of others will be contributing to Turkey because they have so many fires there.
Yeah.
And how much I'm grateful that I'm able to do that with all of you guys.
Well, it becomes this wave throughout the world, Helen.
Mm-hmm.
It like the last week, was it last week or like a lifetime ago? I can't even remember. But there was 24 hours of the Symphony Advanced Practitioner kind of passing the baton from one to another for a full 24 hours of being this spaciousness, this meltiness, this beauty. That's such a contribution, and that keeps on unfolding and gifting. And wow, we have some massive bird joy on the palm tree out here. But that's part of the being present and being aware and recognizing that your willingness to be grateful for the world as it is and to opening a space to allow something in contributes beyond what you even see in this moment in time. It keeps spreading, for lack of a better word.
Exactly. And what's interesting, you're talking about birds being grateful. When I went outside, the birds were so loud. It was incredible. And yet, if I went outside and did the live from there, probably wouldn't be able to hear because they were screaming from joy.
Yes, they're thrilled. They love to be part of this. We just had the 3-day Being You class with Dr. Dane. I had a dog sitting on the floor next to me. I had 2 cats positioned next to me. And whenever he began doing sessions, these butterflies would just come flying past and landing on the window, on the plants, and just contributing with total gratitude that finally people are willing to step into the energy that they really be, which is the gratitude for just being alive. And how does it get even better?
How does it? And with all of that, it's about choosing it. Maybe at first, cognitively and consciously, because we are a lot of times in autopilot system, kind
Yep.
of like doing and ignoring whatever is going on around us. But maybe for the next, I don't know, few hours, few days,
Few
a lot,
minutes at least.
few minutes, maybe an hour after this kind of like Facebook Live, maybe you'll choose to pay attention around you and choose to be grateful, whatever it is, even if it's a problem, even if it's something serious, even if it's something life threatening. A lot of times the gratitude can change what we are perceiving and shift and change our lives. It's, to me, it's a melting energy.
It's beautiful. It's really so full of beauty. You see the beauty in things that you may not have noticed before. You see the beautiful energy that's beneath them when you allow yourself to begin to look for it. I had to
And
read that word.
yeah, yeah, I love your like temporary. I wouldn't even tattoos. It's just like writings on the hand.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, even if you have big problems right now in your life, what if you choose for the next, I don't know how long, but choose to be grateful for them? Just say thank you to the problem and see what.
Sometimes people are scared to say thank you to the quote unquote problem. But if they're willing to at least one step in that direction would be to not reject it, to not resist it, to not deny it, to just be there with it. Not even saying thank you yet, just be around it, breathe
Uh-huh.
around it, be present. And when we do that, that's when naturally, without us even thinking about it too much, we begin to be grateful, maybe not specifically for that thing, but for us, for the universe, for the other things around. And we begin
And
to,
even for the strength to overcome it. So, what if it's about whatever doesn't kill us makes us stronger is a lie, but yet there might be some truth in it?
well, is it that it makes us stronger, Helen, or that it deepens our wisdom? It deepens our knowing. It deepens our trust. It deepens our experience and mm, really our trust of ourselves. Like this last year and some, however long this has been going on, the weirdness in the world, I've been more tuned in to me and to knowing that I know and to trusting myself in a whole different way than I ever did before.
Exactly.
So I wonder if it isn't that it makes you stronger, like in the terms of, okay, now lift more weights, burn that muscle. Not
But
that.
what if it's actually not even making us stronger, but allowing us to recognize the strengths we have?
I'm very, very Italian with my hands today.
I know, me too. My hands are like, but I try to keep them below the screen, below the camera.
I try not. I'm very naughty that way. It's not working. I just go like, woo. My hands, unless I'm like holding a cat, it's not good. It's not. But I'm grateful for that too. You know, I used to judge myself for my exuberance tremendously. And I have come to recognize that in that exuberance, in that thing that I used to judge, haha, 31 days, judgment free zone, in that exuberance, and the judgment of it, I forgot to look at the gift, the strength of me, to look where it isn't wrong, but it is strong. There's a gift there that can be a contribution for other people without me even knowing about it.
So, what else is possible? And how does it get any better than that? So grateful for you guys, and we'll see you when we see you.
Yep. Mwah.
Mwah.
Arrivederci. Oh, and speaking of contribution, two things. We're going on there's a symphony session that we're doing to contribute to Turkey. It is on a group. What is the Facebook group for that?
It's something in Turkish. I don't have that in front of me.
Okay.
It's in WhatsApp group. It's
Okay.
it's a Facebook Access Turkey or something like that.
Okay, so there's that, in case anybody would like to contribute energetically to that. And there's something that's going on from Actions for Futures for what's been going on in Sarapiquí in Costa Rica. I mean, there are things going on all over the world, but they're like an entire community was essentially decimated in terms of any of their possessions, etc., and their crop for the following year. So that's kind of what stopped me in my tracks. And Gary Douglas, Dr. Dane here, Simone Millicis, and Brendan Watt are doing a one-of call that you can either donate $200, $400, or $600 for, depending what you like, to be able to be a contribution. And that sense of gratitude that the people have, and that the community has, and that the land has, and everything has. It's not a one-way street. It's something that keeps building waves of possibilities in our lives. And that is at 4:00 Houston time, which is my 3:00. So if anybody would like to go there, look on any of the Access Consciousness Facebook pages, and you'll be able to see a way to join that call if you like.
Or on Kajabi.
Yeah, Actions for
Future. It's
yes,
information about that call.
Awesome. Awesome. So thank you.
Thank you, and we'll see you
very soon.
Yeah. Bye.